Hola amigos, Blackburn Rovers on the road once again this weekend, taking on Reading at the Madjeski, and I've got a special guest on the line, and we'll talk about it next. That's right, folks, back once again with some more fan input, boys and girls, and we've got the Mexican Rover standing by, and we'll get to him in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, world football, we're going to all here under Warowski, boys and girls, and I am joined by Alejandro, who is the Mexican Rover. He joins me on Skype right here, right now. So, Alejandro, for my small corner of the YouTube universe, tell him a little bit about yourself and why on earth you support the mighty blue and white.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this space and this time. Well, yeah, I'm Alejandro Tapia, like you said. I'm a Mexican Rover, and I'm a Rover since 2001, right? Old school, pal. Why? Well, maybe a lot of people could be thinking like a weird story or a fantastic story, but actually it's pretty simple, right? Back to 2001, right? Over here in Mexico, a certain channel opens the signal for Premier League, but very first time, right? I was very excited about the idea to start to watch British football, but I was expecting to feel any kind of connection, right? When my father used to be a teenager, the only British team that you heard about, it was Liverpool. He was kind of Liverpool supporter, but I never felt like a Liverpool supporter. So I was searching some club who makes me feel like, oh my God, this is my colors. And I remember one Saturday, pal, right? Saturday morning, I remember a 2-1 against Tottenham Hotspurs. I love the way that we played that day. It is not a common team, or it was not a common team back to that time. Fantastic crest. I love Lancashire Rose since then. And the way that we play, actually, right? With a lot of passion. Well, maybe not the best of quality, but yes, the best of desires to get the ball and to freaking score. So that's why. After that, I remember a 7-1 against West Ham in that same season. I remember that we won the League Cup, so that was all right. I said I found my team, I found my colors, and since then till now, in the good times, in the bad times, as all of you actually, I'm sure, I'm a Rover, and I will be a Rover till I die.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man, that is amazing. I love it. That's a cracking story. That is absolutely amazing. Obviously, us Rovers fans are getting absolutely everywhere. We do have one now in Mexico. It is confirmed, obviously. So, Rovers come into this game against Reading fresh on the back of that victory on the weekend against Millwall. So, tell me how you're feeling after that result.
Against Millwall, well, actually, I have to say, Paul, and to all the people that is watching this right now, I knew it. Let's gonna be conscious about something. The first matches for Rovers, were very difficult matches, right? Against West Brom, against Fulham, against Middlesbrough. I mean, Middlesbrough is not so easy, so doable for us. It's a traditional hard rival for us. But I knew it. That with a more doable or accessible rival will be much more easier. I think we have a lot to do yet, right? But I think we are fine. I think that we're gonna finish in a better position this season, definitely. And I think that we are not so bad like when we fail or lose against Charlton, and we are not so good to be excited and dreaming about the top 5, the top 3. But well, this is only our second league since we returned to this league. It's time to build, I guess. And I trust in Tony. I trust that Tony is the right people to build, to create a good squad, a good roster. So I have confidence in this team, I have to say.
Alrighty, so the transfer window has slammed shut. It's been closed for a while now, but Rovers making a few acquisitions, and realistically, depending, it is what is it, Tuesday today. But we could be making another addition, but we don't want to talk too much about that, just in case it doesn't pan out. But who do you think will be Blackburn Rovers signing of the season come the end of the year?
Well, that's a difficult question, pal, because I'm like 50-50. I mean, I'm going to try to say this very quickly. I think that Downing has showed already that he's doing a much more for us than we thought in the beginning. I mean, beginning for me, I was a little worried when I heard about the transfer. So I think that Downing has showed already that he's prepared and he has enough commitment for this year, and he's gonna play on his best level. But let's gonna face it, he has 35. So my answer will be definitely Bradley Johnson, I think, pal. Bradley Johnson is a master of the midfield. It's a player who helps us a lot to play quick the ball. I think that Rovers has changed a lot from this campaign to the last campaign, or against the last campaign. Just in that we touch the ball faster and better, right? Without so much complications. I think in this precisely moment, that's good for us. I think that he always knows where he's going to pass the ball, and that's something incredible. So yeah, I think that for now until the end of the season, Bradley Johnson will be showing that he's our best player coming from last window, definitely.
Okay, so that's, obviously you are our Mexican Rover, the Mexican Rover, but if you were to bump into, say, the Mexican Reading fan on the streets and you had a little bit of a discussion about this game, who would you tell them to watch out for this weekend? Who is our danger man heading into kickoff at the Madjeski from Rovers?
First of all, I would say some disgusting words that I cannot say in your channel. No, I'm joking. Well, I would say that we don't have only one player. I think in the whole complete offensive area, we have better options, right? But well, I'm going to say only one player because I'm sure that he's going to be on pitch. Bradley Dack. Bradley Dack is definitely our best player. And well, I'm thinking about two things, right? I'm thinking about Bradley Dack has enough capability to score, definitely, against Reading and against all the rivals in this division, I guess. But also, I think that a pass coming from Dack could change the match, right? So talking about for passes, or assistance, or even scoring, I think that Bradley Dack will be the difference against Reading, definitely.
Okay, so obviously kick-off just around the corner. Mowbray is the man in charge, pulling all the strings and making the key decisions. But let's say you were in the hot seat and you were in charge. Would you make any changes to the starting 11 for this match this weekend?
Well, I have to say that I share with Tony too much about the idea, right? I mean, I would copy almost exactly the same roster. But definitely, personally, I would put since the beginning to Armstrong. I think after Dack talking about personal skills and talent, he's the best gifted for our roster. It's important to have that kind of players always inside the pitch because you don't know where he can explode, right? He can start to do things from well to great. Something like that could happen even with Sam Gallagher, right? I know that everybody knows, not just me or you, everybody will expecting too much from Sam. So it is the same, right? If you put Sam on the bench, well, you don't know if that match could be their match, right? So I would make only that change. I think that our defense is showing solid, much more solid than, in a couple last times, right? I think that definitely our midfield is our best part on the pitch this season until now. But I have a lot of confidence in our attacking options. So definitely, the only huge change I would do in the roster, in the regional roster against Reading, will be Adam Armstrong, and definitely. And just that, who goes to the bench to me? Well. Definitely, I think that Rodwell, he's a very young player. He has more time to show his development. So yeah, definitely that will be the only change that I would. Definitely.
Okay. All right then. So let's take a look. Okay, so the season's still in its infancy here. Rovers doing okay at the moment. It's floating around mid-table, but ultimately, where do you think we're going to end up at the end of the season?
Well, we know already what kind of Blackburn Rovers team it is, right? We know our reality right now. So I would say that definitely we have enough capability in our squad to finish on 10th position. I think the top 10 will be definitely a very good spot, right? Good enough to show that we are having a better level than last campaign. But definitely we're gonna need to still working if we want to be on the top 5, then on the top 3, and fighting to have a real opportunity to fight for that promotion. We're gonna have to wait a little more of years, right? I know that this is a team that is just building itself. I think this is a vital year for us. It is a very important campaign for us, because if we finish on the first 10 places, we're going to have a much more trust in ourselves, in the way that we play, even in our manager, right? That I think that he deserves all our support until now. And so, I think it is very, very important for Blackburn Rovers' aspirations to finish on the top 10, definitely. Even for the supporters, right? I think that especially the English supporters are like a little down for the last couple of seasons. And I respect that and I understand that. But to support Rovers never has been an easy job, right? Mm-hmm. This is for people who loves the good football more than anything else, right? Arte labore in the end, but by skills and hard work. So, I think that to finish on the top 10 will be brilliant. I think that we have quality enough in our roster to finish on that position, definitely. I think that we have to make Ewood Park a fortress. I think that for the rest of the teams has to be impossible or almost impossible to defeat Rovers on Ewood Park. We need that if we want to be on the top. So back to this campaign, back to this season, I think that, like I said, this is a year to build. This is a year to get some calm, to have some money income, and definitely we can finish on the 10th place. I think, the number 10 will be our number this campaign.
All right, so let's take a bigger picture now at the Championship and take a look overall. But who's impressed you the most? Who do you expect to go up? And also, who do you expect to go down this season?
Well, right now, like clearly, I only have 2, right? That actually would be my number 1 and my number 2. I'm talking about Leeds United, unfortunately, because I don't like them, and the Midlands team. I think I think West Bromwich Albion will be the number 2. I know West Bromwich is not so good right now. But let's gonna face it, they have very, very much. So much possibilities to improve their development and to finish on the top 3. Maybe not the 2, but top 3. So I would say that automatic promotion will be Leeds as champions. Sorry, West Bromwich on number 2, and after that I see. Well, I think that Charlton is having a great year, and maybe they could make it right, but I doubt it. I think that, it's just good lucky, good momentum, maybe. I don't think they finish on the first even 5, but I think that Borough has some chances if they could rise a little. All right. Clearly, or good enough to say they are apart from the rest of the Championship teams. I would think that right now only Leeds. Right, so they are my favorites to get the promotion as champions. Number 2, West Bromwich. Number 3, maybe this could be the year for Sheffield. Swansea City is doing things very well, but always something happens for Swansea. They are not very good-looking bunch of guys. So, after the number 2 till number 5, 6, I think they are too close. Right, it's difficult to me to tell you. Well, could be this, could be that one. So let's gonna left it on Leeds as number 1 and West Bromwich as number 2. And hopefully we can discuss this some more months later. And let's see if I'm right. And for relegation pasts, that's much more easy to me. I think that Wigan Athletic will be relegated this season. Yes. I think they will be relegated. They doesn't have too much options on their squad. since my point of view, they doesn't have the better of the managers. Also, I think they have some economic complications. I mean, they are not on the bottom, right? But I think they are showing a football from the bottom. And for a small team as is Wigan, it's much more difficult, right, to try to improve the level with some fixtures already played, right? So I think in the end, Wigan will be relegated. I think that Hull City has several chances to be relegated, and I don't know why. I think that they are not even on the danger zone yet, but I think Luton will be back to League One much more sooner than even they would want it. But yeah, definitely I think those three will be the three who will be relegated by the end of this campaign. I think so. Let's gonna wait, especially for Wigan. Nothing personal about them. It's just Wigan, right?
Brilliant. Let's enter the mysterious fantasy world now here, and let's pretend that I'm a genie that comes out of a lamp, and I could grant you the one wish, and this is the only wish that you get, that you could take one player from any other club in the Championship and make him a Rover. Who would you take, and why?
It's gonna say very clearly, I think that Championship is not a bad league at all. I think that there's a lot of people who underestimate this league. I think we have a lot of traditional teams and a lot of squads full of talent, right? So it is a very complicated question. I was trying to think, and I have two options, right? One, it's definitely what I wish the most. The other one is what I think that Rovers could be much more useful, right? My personal decision and option will be Alioski for Leeds United. Extremely good top player. He's ready for Premier League since the last season even. So I think he's a top player. He has a lot of quality. He has a lot of speed. I think that will be my wish, right? If you could be, or you would be any kind of genie in the bottle, would be definitely my option. I think that since the point of view for part of the Rovers staff, I think that definitely the option will be Lyle Taylor, the striker from Charlton, because of a lot of options. Would be cheaper than Sam Gallagher. Sorry for saying it, but it's the truth. Would be cheaper than Sam. He has showed that he has present, not past, not future. Well, he has a lot of future as well because he's a young player, but he's showing present quality, present skills. I think, like I said, he can increase even more, and definitely would be a better option for our offensive part of the pitch. I think that he knows always where to be, and that's something vital as a striker. Because even if you are not like very gifted or something, you don't have so much skills or whatever, if you are at the right place at the right time, you can score. So that's something very good that he has. I think that he has growing up, and with him, the categories where he's playing. So I think he doesn't have any problem, and he wouldn't have any problem to play on Championship. Maybe the problem that Sam Gallagher is facing right now is that he can't fit on the Championship. Maybe he's even depressed. I don't know, right? Maybe he says that he wanted to come. I'm not so sure. I mean, let's gonna face it. If you are on Premiership and you think that you have skills, you don't want to return to Championship, and maybe that's the problem with Sam Gallagher. I don't know. I'm talking without knowing, right? But like I said, I trust in him. I think he can score, and he can be the striker that we want, the striker that we deserves. We paid good money for him, pal. Right? We doesn't pay £2. We pay £3 million. So I think for that money we could bring here Lyle Taylor and even another striker, not so good, but in the bench, Mm-hmm. Graham is good. Graham feels the shirt, but Graham is old, right? So he's not going to be here for too much time, and we need to start thinking about the future, I guess.
Alrighty, now here it is, the money question, the most important question of the lot. What's going to happen this weekend? Final score between Reading and Rovers.
I think that the difference will be 1 goal and only 1 goal. I'm expecting a 1-0 for Rovers. Very complicated match, pal. I mean, the thing with Reading this campaign is that you don't know what Reading you're going to face, right? The Reading that is playing very good football and it's defeating even Cardiff, or the one who lost against Borough. I mean, they have a good squad. They have a very good squad, but I think that they are not a team yet, right? I think we are not a team yet, but we are much more close to be it. I think that right now Tony has to be much more happy with what he's seeing on pitch. But definitely against Reading, it's not going to be an easy match. I'm not expecting, well, since my point of view against Millwall, we definitely control the match, rules the match. I'm talking about at least the first half and at least the 21st minutes of the second half. I think against Reading, it's not going to be like that. If we want to win against Reading, we have to touch and pass the ball very quick again. We have to explode our wings, right? Definitely to open the basket, as we said. I don't know if you said the same, but to try to open some spaces, we're going to have to use too much our wings, definitely. And we have to control the midfield. That is something that I think Rovers are doing pretty good right now. They cut the game very, very, very well. Bradley Johnson does it, actually. He cuts the game of all rivals very well. And to cut the game from Reading, I think it's a vital key to defeat them. It's doable. Yeah, it's not Fulham, right? It's not West Bromwich. It's Reading, and it's much more doable. I trust in this team, and I think we're going to do it. But no without Safa. I mean, I'm expecting a goal of difference, and I'm expecting that goal will be on the minute 78 or even 72, something like that, pal. You know what I mean? It's going to be a very close match. I think if you could, if somebody asked me which is the team who is more like us right now in this moment of the campaign, I would say that Reading, definitely. Reading is the one who's more like Rovers. Talking about level, talking about capability, what we have and we could grow, and the way that we sometimes fell down or development. It is like that. Sometimes it is like this. We are not capable yet to stay on a momentum. We do great matches. Sometimes we do not so great matches, and I think Reading is the same. So they are very close to us. I think it's gonna be a 1-0 for Rovers.
1-0 Rovers. Brilliant, brilliant. I'll take that all day long, Alejandro. Absolutely. And you've been absolutely amazing. I think you're a top-notch character. And yeah, I cannot believe we actually got Mexican Rovers fans. And obviously you are the man, the face of Mexico in a Rovers jersey. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so any more for the fans watching, for the Rovers fans, for the Reading fans? Any trash talk up your sleeve for these bad boys? Just give it to them. Give it to them thick and hard. Come on, go for it.
I know that you live in America, but you are British. I'm Mexican, and I know that to do this to those means something. So I definitely would do it. For you, I only have to say thank you so much for this opportunity. Like I told you, I'm a Rover since 2001, and I think that this is the first time I have a chance to say to the whole world, I'm a Rover. I'm proudly a Rover. So thanks a lot for this opportunity. And well, nothing else. Let's gonna watch Rovers on weekend, and we're gonna win. I know that, pal. Excellent. Thank you a lot.
Well, once again, Alejandro, you've been absolutely amazing, and hopefully we can hear from you and your post-match thoughts on the channel. And yeah, until then, I'm going to let you get out of here. So just give them a good old wave. Let's pretty much all I've got for you folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos pretty much every single day on the channel. We are obviously getting close to the kickoff for the Reading game, but just around the corner we do have Luton Town, boys and girls. If you want to be the Rover in the spotlight, get in touch with me in the old comment section down below, and we'll make the arrangements, and you can be on the channel next week, boys and girls. So what do you think? What do you think? In fact, this, you know, I'm actually going to start looking for more international Rovers. Alejandro is an absolute character. I've already promised him another slot on the show, at least one, maybe two, maybe even 5 million of them, because he's an absolute gem. He knows his stuff, and he's die-hard passionate about Rovers. Sometimes you don't even get that from born and bred Lancashire boys. You know, the guy lives and breathes Rovers, and I thought he was an absolute treasure, and I look forward to speaking to him again. Anyway, Reading, round the corner. Let's get going. Get your thoughts and predictions in the comment section down below. We'll do it all again, folks, next week, but let's get going, and let's get ready for kickoff.
Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date. All things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.